What is going on, people? Day number 29 of 31 days hath October. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's my series of horror movie reviews for 31 days straight. For the entire month of October, I've pretty much so far did at least one review. Some days I did two. But we're coming to the close. Today is day number 29. A whole bunch of people are doing this, like either calling it 31 Days of Horror, 31 Days of Halloween. I'm calling it 31 Days Hath October. But check those out as well. I'll leave all the links. I'll talk more about that at the end. But pretty much I did a little bit different. I'm doing it in alphabetical order, and I'm doing it more indie movies than anything. Well, yesterday was Z, so I kind of ran out of letters today. So what you're getting is a mystery review. That's right. You're not going to know what I'm reviewing. I put mystery review. And for the picture that I usually put, I put a question mark, some kind of question mark. That's what I'll put. But anyway, this movie here that I'm about to review scared me when I was a child to no end. Let's just say I was afraid of the creature that was in this movie, and it gave me nightmares. So I'll tell you about it first. It's directed and written by John R. Cherry III. It stars Eartha Kitt, Austin Nagler, and Jim Varney. And the movie that I'm reviewing now is Ernest Scared Stupid. Yes, Ernest Scared Stupid. For those of you who don't know the Ernest movies, Jim Varney plays this character in all these movies, and all of them are a little bit different. One's like Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest Goes to the Moon. No, I'm only kidding. I don't think he went to the moon. But he plays this character in pretty much all his movies. If you don't know, check it out. Actually, some of these movies might be a little outdated, but if you haven't seen this movie when you were young, I feel sorry because it is a fun movie. Anyway, this is the Halloween special, so to say, of the Ernest movies. Pretty much the way this movie starts is you hear about this troll-like creature called Trantor, I believe it's called, and you hear the story of how he would take these young kids and turn them into these wooden dolls and use their souls or whatever it was he used to bring forth this army that he wanted to bring forth to take over the world and everything. But his plans were, kind of messed up when the town folk kind of rebelled against him and tied this troll up and put him under this tree and pretty much kept him there. The mayor and everything was like, nah, you're never going to harm anybody again. But before they do all this, he kind of puts a curse on the mayor and his family. And you find out that through the grapevine that the family, the future generations, it kind of goes to Ernest. Ernest is related to that guy from all these years ago. And you find out that the curse that the troll put on was that the family would get stupider and stupider and stupider. Henceforth, if you've seen the Ernest movies, he's kind of dumb and slow. So anyway, Ernest pretty much is the antagonist and everything. Not antagonist, but pretty much a main character in this. He is this garbage man. He's told to go to this old lady Cragmore. I believe that's the lady's called. But go to her house, clean it up, because she's got this mess and everything. She was around at that point. I forget exactly how many years ago. It was close to like 100 years, and this lady's still alive, whatever. So he goes to her place and tells her she has to clean it up. She kind of is spooked out by him because she knows the story about his past and everything, and pretty much tells him a little bit more about the story and what you're not supposed to do. Well, Ernest is friends with the kids in the town, kind of odd, but him and the kids, they build this tree house. Happens to be on the tree that they buried this troll in. And you find out that the only way for this troll to come back to life is if a Worrell, which is Ernest, went to this tree on Halloween night, which they were there on Halloween night, or the night before Halloween, and spoke these words. And of course he said it right on the tree the night before Halloween. And this troll comes back to life and pretty much wreaks havoc on this town and tries to fulfill his prophecy and, get these kids. He gets enough kids and brings these troll-like creatures back. Let me say, for the most part, the trolls at the end are funny, goofy-looking things, but the main one, the Trogdor, he scared me when I was little, especially when he, hulks up and becomes this, super troll. That's when I really found him scary, and I actually did have some nightmares from it. So, For a kids movie, I guess it's supposed to be a kids movie. It is kind of scary, but now probably not. It's really probably outdated at this point. Maybe not. But this one I loved as a kid and love now. This is like one of the musts that I think that you should see. Ernest Scared Stupid is one. Hocus Pocus is another. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, I forget the exact title. That's another one. There's so many. A Nightmare Before Christmas, I think, is another movie you should definitely watch, around Halloween time. But this is one too. This is one that I keep in my, queue and remember to watch all the time. So hopefully, if you haven't seen it, this kind of pushed you towards it again. It might not, hold up, but I think it will. If you haven't, check it out. I'll leave the link to where you can. I believe it's on Blu-ray now, so you can probably pick it up on Blu-ray. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely go check out all the rest of my 31 days. Also, I'll leave the links to, there's so many people doing stuff like this. I'll leave the links to all their channels where you can check their stuff out as well. I'll leave the links to all my other social medias, whether it's Twitter, I got an Instagram, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'll leave the links to them. And also, I got my 750 subscriber contest going on. You got 3 more days to enter. Monday at 12 o'clock is the last cutoff, so definitely go ahead and enter that if you haven't. And yeah, until tomorrow, I'll see you. If you found the review you just watched enlightening and you want more of them, go ahead, hit that subscribe button in the corner, and check out all the other reviews I have, such as Horror Pack reviews and Netflix and Chiller. If you want to check out all the other things I have, go ahead and check out my Instagram, where I show off the movies I have behind me. Or check out my Twitter, where I post all my videos and more. If you want to do that, go ahead, hit those buttons, and until next time, I'll see you.